Welcome back, and we will begin in 4-point kneel with leg extension. So we'll transition into our 4-point kneel position with all fours on the floor, shoulders and wrists stacked, hips and knees stacked. Neutral spine. I'll begin by extending my right leg out. Keeping my pelvis and my leg square to the floor, I'll point my toe and lift and lower the leg, tightening my glutes at the top, keeping my belly button plugged in towards my low back. Continue this movement 7 to 10 times. Imagine a time when you felt supported by yourself and by others. What was that time like for you? How did you feel at that time? It could be a time when you were quiet and still, or a time when what you were doing made you feel supported. Spend some time filling in the sensory details to help enhance the scene. Let's transition to thigh stretch with tapping. Kneel with your hips directly over the knees and the shoulders right over your hips. You'll steady this alignment and lean back, reversing the movement when you feel creases begin to form in the front of your hips. The objective is maintaining this plank position as you lean back away from your knees. Quads are working heavily here. Allow yourself to embrace this support and community feeling. What and who do you see, taste, hear, smell, touch, and feel? Begin to tap in this support. Adding in cue words or music to strengthen this support. Is there anyone else you would like to add to this support community? Stop tapping when that feeling is strengthened. We'll go back into our 4-point kneel with our leg extension for the left side. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, the hips back over the knees. You'll keep the spine in neutral with the hips facing down. Extend the left leg back. Keep the leg long and lower to tap the toes down and lift. Continue this movement once again for 7 to 10 reps. Who comes to mind when you think of supportive? This can be someone you know or someone you have learned about. Someone from the past or the present. Someone you hope to meet in the future. It could be someone real or imaginary. A person or an animal. 4-point kneel with arm extension, alternating arms. We'll get set up once again in that 4-point kneel position. Your hips and your spine stay quiet as one arm extends forward, reaching the fingertips away from your shoulder as the arm extends and lowers back down to transition to the other side. Avoid moving the shoulders or the pelvis during the transition from one arm to the other. Oftentimes, teenagers and most adults spend their day at a desk or a computer. It's really important to strengthen their back body to help open up the front of our body and to keep them or help them maintain overall alignment. Imagine putting a protective barrier around yourself and your support system. What material is this protective barrier made of? Does it need to be rock hard, or does there need to be doors or gaps to let in those that you deem supportive? If you do choose to let others in, who are these people? How have they shown you that they are supportive? Is the word supportive comfortable and appropriate for you? If not, choose a different word that fits for you. The language we use creates our reality, and you have permission to write your own script here today.
What is important is that the image of support, or whatever word you chose, is created.
Extension prone. Lay down with your pelvis and your hips anchored to the floor. Hands interlace behind your low back. As you hover the hands away from your hips, peel the chest away from the floor. Pause at the top and slowly reverse the movement, resisting gravity with the muscles in your back, your shoulders, your glutes, and your abdominals as you lower the chest down again.
How are you acting in your supportive place? What activities are you participating in? How do you feel around them? How do you act around them? If your mind begins to wander, gently, without judgment, bring it back to this moment. Tapping into your senses. What do you see, touch, smell, hear, taste, feel in this very moment?
Swimming. Continue laying on your pelvis with your hips anchored and belly button pulled back. Extend the spine by lifting the chest away from the floor. Arms extend in front of you. Legs extend behind you. Begin to kick the arms and the legs.
Creating your own special mantra at this time. Examples are, I am loved. I feel peaceful. Whatever works for you. This is your mantra that you can turn to at any time. What time of the day, potentially multiple times a day, can this mantra be of service to you?
Standing torso twist. So we'll return to our standing position. I'm going to keep my hands in front of my chest, but you do have the option to progress the movement and extend the arms out to a T. I'm going to bend into both my knees, stabilizing my legs in a squat position. Now we'll keep the pelvis still and begin to rotate and twist from right to left.
Take a moment to tune into your breath. How are your muscles feeling? What is your body telling you? What is your mind telling you?
Squat with shoulder extension. Keep hips and knees bent and still. Begin to lift and lower your arms, keeping the rest of the body quiet. Avoid shrugging the shoulders as the arms lift up. And avoid moving the trunk as the arms lower down.
To return to this supportive place, all you have to do is close your eyes and imagine this place you have created.
Let's transition into curtsy squat or curtsy lunge. Your right foot forward, your left foot back. My right heel is staggered directly in front of my back toes. Both hips and ankles track toward a diagonal in external rotation. Begin to bend and extend the knees. Both knees separate and track over the ankles as they bend. And then I wrap my inner thigh to my back hamstring as I extend both legs. Torso stays stable and strong. I like to hinge forward slightly here, but if it's preferable to keep your spine tall, you may do that as well.
As you exhale, bring yourself to this present moment. In this present moment, what is in your control and what is out of your control? Moving your attention to focus on what you can control and giving yourself permission to let go of what can't be controlled and having grace through that process.
We'll switch. Left foot forward, right foot back. Bend and extend both knees. To make the movement more challenging, you can extend both arms over the head.
Remember, the more you practice entering this supportive place, the easier it is to bring up when you need it most. Our imagination is a muscle that needs to be utilized. The more we practice, the stronger this imagination muscle becomes. Thanking yourself for all the hard work you did today as we go into our final roll down.
We'll stand tall, parallel position, neutral spine. Take an inhale through the nose and use your exhale to forward fold down, letting your hips shift back over your heels once again.
When you are ready, rolling on up. Thank you for exploring this self-compassion wave today. We hope it guides you through the rest of your day. If you liked this class, please provide us with a like, a comment, and subscribe to participate in future Mind and Body Pilates, a Wellness Approach class.